So I'm repairing some of the damage from my last ride, and this is a T-Rex racing skid plate. The only thing I don't like about it is the front wheel hits it, so this notch is something I cut in it. If you compress your suspension a lot, like most of the way, the tire does rub on these. But as far as skid plates go, it's either this or Rally Raid as far as I'm concerned, because it's the only thing that's frame mounted. This uses the shifter boss, and it uses the exhaust mount on the other side, and then the front, it uses these heavy duty arms. The Rally Raid uses arms similar to that, and then it uses the center stand mount. So those are the only two that I think are worth having. The ones that use these tiny little bolts here, all that's going to do is break your engine cases. So the damage is right here, and I think it's because of my cruise pegs. These are aftermarket. I put these on. These do not come with the skid plate. I put these on, and I think the reason this cracked is because I went down and this twisted it and snapped it. That's what I think broke it. And honestly, if I hit something hard enough to crack it like that, I'm glad I had the skid plate. It already paid for itself numerous times. I can just get a new one if I can't fix it. But I'm going to try and use my my torch to put that back. So if we go underneath here, you can see there's some pretty decent hits there. That's a pretty good hit. All this gravel impacting on the front. That's a pretty good gouge. A lot of this through the center, that's shot peening from riding on gravel. Some of this bigger stuff, like all that scratching and stuff, I've had this bike high centered, balanced on this 9 or 10 times probably. You can see this is a real good hit. If you watch my Trans-Wisconsin Adventure Trail video, I think that's the one where I stopped after the water crossings. Rock came up or something and really smoked it. Some heavy gouges there. Real good impact there. So this thing has saved my oil pan many, many, many times already. So if you've got a 500X and you're going to ride it, even if you're going to ride it on gravel, look how exposed that oil filter is. Look how exposed and how low that oil pan is. There is no frame underneath the engine. The engine is a stress member, meaning from the rear engine mounts there to the front ones here, that stress is held by the engine. So there's no frame underneath it to save you. You need a skid plate. So there's my quick little review and what I'm going to have to fix, which I think is my fault for putting cruise pegs on. So there you go. So hopefully that's repaired. I have about a 50% success rate with aluminum and torches.